Right then, guys, here we are for another episode of Non-League to Premier League. Welcome back. It is now Monday. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend. If you didn't get to watch Christmas's episode on Christmas Day, I hope you had a wonderful time with your family. Let's get into it then. Here we are in the development centre. We've had our youth candidates come through, and overall, we say this is a terrific group of players coming through and has the potential to be a real golden generation for the club, especially one of our wingers who looks very handy. We've got a forward who could turn into a fine prospect. We've got another fine young forward from Belgium, which obviously be great for us. And at least one of our centre-backs and one of our wide midfielders look brilliant. Right, so scheduling. We was last here for the win over Coventry and then Cambridge. As you can see, since then we have been in scintillating form, only dropping points one time away at Carlisle. So we beat Northampton 2-0. We beat Wickham in the FA Cup second round 2-1. We then went on to beat Leyton Orient at home 1-0. We then beat MK Dons in the Papa John's Trophy 1-0. We drew with Carlisle 1-1. We then smashed Tranmere 4-0, beat Newport 3-1, and we just beat Salford 2-0 at home. So as you can see, that has put us in really good stead. We're into the third round of the FA Cup, and we're also into the next round of the Papa John's Trophy. So I'll show you the league in a moment. We've adjusted where we come back. I did say that we was going to come back for Salford and Accrington. We've in fact come back for Accrington and Lincoln because that's the FA Cup third round. Fingers crossed we get past Lincoln. We're then into the fourth round and we might get one of the big boys coming to the Bank Stadium, or we might be going to one of the big boys' stadiums. So fingers crossed, boys. Let's see where we are in the league then. As you can tell up here, it does say we are first in League 2. So if we just open that up properly, 2 points ahead now, 5 points ahead actually of third, and we are really looking quite good. 7 points ahead of fourth, which is a nice cushion to have. Obviously that can change very, very quickly, but we're over halfway through the season now. I mean, you've got to say, regardless of what, even if we lose every single game till the end of the season now, we should actually be safe. There's no way we're dropping. We'll touch wood there just in case. So I'm very, very happy with how the season have gone. Now, to put it into perspective, because I know some of you will probably be saying, well, you shouldn't be so downbeaten on some of the things that have happened this season. And, you know, I've downplayed a lot about us going up and things. If we come into our club vision here, so the board are very satisfied or pleased with everything that we're doing. The only thing they're disappointed with is the fact that I haven't signed players from the lower levels of the game. Don't quite understand that one because we've actually been signing people in on free transfers. So we've just been snapping up like Premier League talent who have been released from the club because they're not quite Premier League material. Great for lower league football. So if you come into this season then, you will see that we have met all our expectations for this season already. Delighted with the fight against relegation. Pleased with the being competitive in the FA Cup. That'll move to delighted after our game. We've passed being competitive in the Carabao Cup, even though we was knocked out in the first round, and they're pleased with being competitive in the St John. It's not easy. It's the Papa John's Trophy. I'm never going to get used to saying that. Apologies. Then we're already ahead of next year's in terms of repairing the club's financial damage because we are now running a profit. We were actually turning a profit. Earlier in the season, we were still losing a little bit of money. We're now turning a nice profit. So we're finally in that promised land of profitability. Then, in 2023 to 2024, they want us to record a top half finish. We are well above that at the moment. And in 2024, 2025, they want us to record a top half finish as well. We're 4 seasons above where we should be. We're making really, really good progress. On that note then, let's get into the game. So here we are at home against Accrington. Right, I have fully rotated the squad because obviously we've got that really important league FA Cup game coming up now against Lincoln. So I want our full 11 playing that game. I would normally use this the other way around, but decided that this is how we're going to do it today. So we have Felipe in goal, Cranston, Tricker, Trizard and Iagoke at the back. Solanke and Burnett in midfield with Wilson, Ball, Donowa just behind Charlie Ball. So we can pick up all 3 points today and keep on with just keep the ball rolling, keep the party times here, and hopefully at the end of the season we'll be well ahead of target and going up into League One. Still think it might be a little bit too early for us, but at the same time when we played League One teams so far, we've done very well against them. So we might be all right. Give the fans a performance to cheer for. Jordan Cranston's not happy with us actually asking him to do something for the fans. A little bit disappointed there. But let's see how we get on. Opening 5 minutes, very, very quiet, dominating possession. Cranston with a throw on the left-hand side. Finds Wilson. Back to Cranston. Charlie Ball on the head. No, it's actually Justin Donowa. I swear I saw Charlie Ball's name there first. But Donowa on the head. 1-0 to the Moors. Fantastic start. We'll just see this again. Charlie Ball is there. Yeah, Donowa just comes running from behind in front of him. I bet Charlie Ball's probably not too happy about that. Literally took it off his head. And 10 minutes into the game and we are utterly dominant here, but only 1 goal to the good. Honestly, folks, we have been playing such nice football, it's ridiculous. As you can see, 4 points clear at the moment. The Swindon game is obviously still a draw currently. 8 shots on goal, only 2 shots on target. No highlights then since the opening goal. That is a little bit concerning again, isn't it? But playing well and hopefully that will see us through. Burnett with the corner then. Into Donowa on his head again. Justin Donowa, smallest player on the pitch probably. I think he's only 5'7" or 5'8". Fantastic return. Near post, absolutely lovely. Beats 3 defenders in the air somehow. And that is 2-0 to the Moors. Very, very good start. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant performance. Cranston with a throw on the left then finds Jamie Ball inside to Burnett. Burnett goes out wide to Iagoke and Donowa then charges forward. He's on for his hat-trick. Is he going to go for it? Wins a penalty. Charlie Ball's going to step up. And he does. Ooh, hey! And Charlie Ball puts us 3-0 to the good. Boys, it's been a fantastic season. We're floating on air at the moment. Can't really believe what's happening. Forgot to mention in the opening as well, we turned down an interview with Doncaster Rovers, so our board very, very happy with us at the moment. Obviously Doncaster are in League One. We're gaining traction. Very happy with how it's going, boys. Keep it up. Everybody playing very, very well. Bearing in mind, folks, again, I've got to say, this isn't our full strength 11 and we're still absolutely smashing teams. The strength of depth we have got in this squad now is phenomenal. Over to the back, Charlie Ball heads it just wide. Oh, 19 shots on goal, only 7 on target though, so we're still missing that clinicalness at the minute. However, that being said, we've still got the best goal difference in the league. If we were more clinical, we would be gone in this league. Absolutely gone. Forest Green and ahead against Bolton. That's fantastic news for us. They're one of the teams chasing. And Exeter are beating Port Vale as well. More good news. Oh, it's going to shape the table. And no highlights then in this second half. Just absolutely dwindles down to nothing. 23 shots on goal, 9 on target. But the most important thing is those 3 numbers there next to Solihull Moors. The Moors 3, Accrington Stanley 0. Very, very good performance. I'll see you shortly for the FA Cup game. Right then, guys, here we are now at home versus Lincoln in the FA Cup. So we're not going to be doing any of these changes. We will be changing over to our first team squad, which will be just here. And there we have it then. Nice relationships with everybody on the pitch. We've just won Manager of the Month for December as well, which is fantastic. Let's get into the game and hope that we can progress then. It's going to be a tough ask. They're doing well in League 1 at Lincoln, so it's going to be a big one. But we're hoping, obviously, that we can go through and get one of those big teams in the next round. We are going to say, with pumped fists, let's give the fans something to cheer for here today, and let's get into it, shall we? Hopefully, it's an entertaining game for us to watch and finish off this with a bang. 10 minutes in then, nothing really happening. Both teams quite nervy. We are dominating possession. Nobody's had many chances though. Osborne finds cover to McGee. McGee inside to Reece Cole. Reece Cole back to Jordan Piggott. Piggott to Hughes. Hughes back to Piggott to Osborne. Osborne goes out wide to Cox. That's a beautiful ball. Can he play it in? He does. He finds McGee and it just takes a deflection and goes straight into Morales' hands. Piggott then. Hughes. Osborne back out wide for Cox. Takes it past his man. Gets it delivered inside and McGee again. Morales with a great save. Promising start here from the Moors. Shehab takes the free kick. Finds Osborne. Back to Shehab. Cole spreads it out wide to Dion McGee. McGee, tackle but covers there. Gets it in and Will Russ is there. 1-0 to the Moors. Fantastic stuff. We're flying. We're absolutely flying. All we're missing, boys, is the wings. Look at this. Superb. Great challenge, you got to say, by Hansen, but cover is there. Whips it in. Russ above his man. Heads it down. 14th goal of the season. Him and Charlie Ball have been on absolute fire. The rotation hasn't affected either of them. It's great to see. Hopper then comes forward. Shehab tries to get the challenge in. Cross comes across. Jones. Cox clears it then. Dion McGee brings the ball forward. He's got two in front. Sparrow's there. Sparrow's 1-on-1 with the keeper. And that's 2-0. Come on, the Moors. And it looks very promising in terms of going through to the next round. 20 minutes in. 2 goals to the good. Excitement is building. We could be on for a sensational season. We're obviously not going to win the FA Cup. But if we can get a big draw, we're already profitable. If we can get one of the big Premier League boys, that will boost us so much financially. Shehab then finds Reece Cole. Back to Jordan Piggott. Out wide to Cox. To Sparrow. He's going to surely use Hughes. He does. Hughes gets the crossing. Will Russ is there. Hits the post. It was just millimetres wide, boys. Millimetres wide. Absolute domination here from the Moors. Lincoln, they've not shown up yet. But don't count them out. Obviously still a very, very strong side. Jones then on the ball. Goes out wide. Hughes intercepts. Lovely ball. Russ can't quite get onto it. Hughes again. Passes it to Cox. To Cole. Out wide for McGee. McGee does pick it up. McGee's through and that's 3-0. Come on. Absolute domination. There's just, what can we say, boys? The squad is playing so well. Left-footed, straight across the face of keeper, face of goal. Lovely finish. Dion McGee. We are playing absolutely fantastic. We can keep this run up. I'll tell you something. We'll be champions this year, and that is something I did not expect to be saying to you when we started this season. I did say I was quite happy for a mid-table finish. Even played down a couple of times about, going up and said I think it'll be too soon. But based on the way that we're playing, and especially against League 1 teams now, I've got to say that maybe we'd do okay in League 1 as well. Obviously, it can all fall apart. I might be ruining what I'm saying in 3 episodes' time. But at the moment, we are looking solid. Clock then ticking away in the second half. Not really much to say. But if we just give a bit of praise to everybody, there is nobody playing less than a 7 at the minute. Superb performance put in. Piggott then passes it to Shehab. Shehab then goes for the long ball to Russ. Can't find him. Hansen's there. Plays it out to Lewis. Lewis is going to cut inside. Goes for a long ball. Ryan Boot is just going to collect that quite calmly. Shehab then on the ball. Passes it back to Boot. Come on, Boot. Back to Shehab. Goes long for Russ. Can't get there. Sparrow picks up the ball. Jamie Osborne. Poor pass. Jones intercepts to McGradles. Over the top for Ferrier. And Ferrier volleys it just wide. And that's the first sniff that really Lincoln have had that we've seen. In fact, it's only their second. Well, it wasn't on target, wasn't it? So that doesn't make sense. Only their second chance on goal. And the time is just dwindling away as Jamie Osborne takes the throw in, finds McGee. To Sparrow, out wide for Cox. Lewis intercepts then. Oh, poor pass. Russ is there. Cole, Cox. Sparrow's through 1-on-1 and the keeper does get there. Sparrow keeps it in though. And Reece Cole obviously got nothing from that. Cox finds Cole. In towards Russ. Can't get it there. Jones clears. Ferrier's there. He's got players in support. Left and right. He goes out to the right side to Scully. Scully, lovely ball across the box, and that's unfortunate. Ryan Boot does get down to it. That's lovely to see. And if we keep a clean sheet here, that'll be superb. And the Bank Stadium, Damson Park as it's known round by us, absolutely being turned into a fortress here. Cover then on the left-hand side. Highlight goes nowhere, but that's us through into the 4th round of the FA Cup. Did you think we'd be saying that? Absolutely not. Didn't expect us to get past Wickham. And we are flying. Absolutely flying. I'm chuffed, boys. I don't know if you can tell. Look at this. We've got a game in hand with 3 points clear. We're a point clear, sorry. Game in hand. We will come back then at the end of January. There are lots of things that we'll be discussing. We've got some players who we're going to put contract offers in for. Going to be some of our players going out. I'm not going to come back for the 4th round unless it's against a really big team. If it is against a big team, we'll come back towards the end of January for the FA Cup 4th round and the Mansfield double-header. Thank you for your continued support. Don't forget to drop a like on the video today. If you're new around here, please do subscribe. We are uploading on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. That's all from me, guys. Have a great one.